All right, much appreciated, Coach, as we welcome all of you to our exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Green Bay Packers and the Indianapolis Colts. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go! 42. Hey, hold on. 42. Check. Mike 42. Come on, baby. Let's see what you...
Naeem Hines, his first carry. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. They run with Hines. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4.
Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room.
To throw is Brissett. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Jair Alexander that time able to knock that one away.
We talk all the time about playmakers on offense, but let's face it, there are plenty of playmakers on defense too. I think we just saw an example of one, didn't we? Not force that incompletion.
Yeah, he's a great corner. They got a couple of them on that side of the football. Now they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4.
Hey, Mike's 42. Mike's 42.
This is Hines. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts first down. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Let's go now. 40 to Pittsburgh. Go to Mike. I got you, boy. Go. Max, box. Right. Go. If you kill it, motion me out. Mike.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 29-yard line.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
Check. Squeeze, double.
First down, Brissett. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's got to the point when we see guys like that make that type of a catch. Not fair goes through my brain. That size, that speed, and now they're acting like wide receivers too.
Yeah, tight end one-handed catches. They're kind of like wide receiver one-handed catches nowadays.
Just not right.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 15-yard line. Well, they're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help, because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this, and hey, you know, how you guys gonna come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
I didn't offer mine.
You know, you were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Tight ends Ringo. Tight ends on Ringo.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway, because that's...
And he's got his man. It's Hilton for the Colts touchdown. T.Y. Hilton, his 4th touchdown on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go.
Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. They go with Howard to begin the drive. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
This is Howard on 2nd down. Accelerating, and off he goes. 20, 10, touchdown, Packers. A big play there. 76 yards as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And with his speed, if he just finds the slightest crease, he can take it the distance like he did there.
How about the leverage up front? Offensive line out-leveraging the defensive front to create that space, that crease that he was looking for. And once he hits open field, he's going to be very difficult to catch and corral.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
Here we go. Mike 42, Mike 42. All day, baby, all day, baby, all day. Mike 42, Mike 42, all day.
Out of the gun, Brissett. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
On first down, they run with Howard. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Running from the gun with Howard. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. Well, a good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. He's got the first down inside the 10, and he'll finally be taken down at the 2-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
So it's pretty simple, partner. You pick up a turnover, set you up in excellent field position. The last thing you want to do is go 3 and out in this spot.
Yeah, they would have had to settle for a field goal attempt, but now they keep those touchdown hopes alive. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Aaron Jones, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Packers have taken the lead. Oh, I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is, his first miss, no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Going jet sweep. Here's Campbell. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
That's it, baby.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. 2nd quarter now from Indianapolis with the homestanding Colts in possession as they've got it with a 2nd and 10.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play. 42's the mark, boy.
Throwing on 2nd down. Brissett. It's caught by Funchess. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. From the gun, here's Brissett. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. Past the 20, 10, and they will score. It's a Packer touchdown.
Touchdown, baby. 6. Quick 6.
Extra point forthcoming. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford just...
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half. And you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest. We're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
7 yards there on the first down screen play.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
On second down now, it's Howard. And once again, this Colts defense stops him behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. They'll run from the pistol with Howard. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 14 yards, good for a Packer first down. This offense #1 in the NFL in picking up first downs, and their run game got them another one there.
A really good stat to lead the league in, isn't it? Because you keep picking up first downs, sustaining drives, that means you're controlling the football, controlling the clock, and letting your defense rest on the sidelines.
On first down, Howard. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on run downs. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
2nd and 6 at the 9-yard line.
Whip. Watch the whip.
On second down, it's Jones. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. And he's just short. He got 6 of the 7 he needed, so that leaves a decision here on 4th and a yard. And his kick is indeed good, and that will swell the lead to 16. A good drive gets him inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard. Line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. A gain of 13, it's a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now it's Hines. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They'll try to throw now. Brissett. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Looking for Campbell downfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
toe
that.
Bashed it.
Super toe.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23.
Check my 50. Hey, keep it up. Keep it up. Slam.
Now Howard. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. For the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. They'll try to run for it with Howard. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient on picking up 3rd downs in the top 5 in the NFL. It's all a mindset, and I'm guarantee you it started in the offseason. 3rd down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up at a very good clip.
And an anxious moment or 2 there, but they do get him down. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
You ain't going nowhere.
Rodgers now on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Rodgers now going to throw again. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Malik Hooker. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half.
So the first thing that crossed my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now the set. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Mike's 4-2. Mike's 4-2. Yeah. You don't want none. Mike 42. Mike 42. Know your job. Mike's 42. Mike's 42. Yup. To you. To you. I'm coming after you. Check. 42's the Mike. Check. 42's the Mike. You better be afraid of me. You.
Brissett looking deep downfield. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
Incomplete. Brings up a 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. It'll be a 47-yard attempt from the left hash. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And that will do it for this first half. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the 3rd quarter. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. It was Justin Houston, the native of Statesboro, Georgia, with a sack. That's their first time getting to the quarterback, sack number 1. And, you know, they had 5 last week, I'm remembering.
And you have to find a way to slow down the pass rush, not necessarily with just protecting your quarterback, but you show them a lot of different looks, and they did that in the first half. You know, different angles, different things to slow down the speed. They got to him here in the second half. Now they've got to come up with a counter to that and maybe do something different.
And, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And he'll be brought down by the Colts.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go into the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Now Rodgers. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Kenny Moore. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
They'll run on 1st down. Hines. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Nyheim Hines His third touchdown now on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Yeah, after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told, as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. They go with Howard again. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Let's go, defense.
Now a first down carry by Jones. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up, because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now they'll throw with Rodgers. He's going to wind up and air it out. He's got it at the 15. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 55 yards. The last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out the window, and it makes things easier for a defense. And you and I both know there's a quarterback
under pressure, and he'll go down back at the 26-yard line. The linebacker Darius Leonard applied the heat.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there, because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going.
Check 26.
On second down, it's Howard. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise. They're in the dime. Again, it's Howard. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
And this one is right through. And that will make this a 9-point lead. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis, and also move the sticks.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Brissett. Catch made here by Campbell. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tougher, guys trying to get to the football.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Here's Brissett. That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 7 yards there and a first down. Brissett now 9 of 17 through the air. Not a great percentage, but it is 1st and 10. On first down, it's Hines. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
42 to Mike, boys, 42.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Brissett, and he hits his tight end, Ebron. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Move. 4 down, 4 down. Mike 42, Mike second.
From the shotgun, it's Brissett, and this is caught. I think he got that with one hand.
Come on, man. Let's go.
It's a first down following a gain of 3.
What a catch, and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player?
44, Mike,
How much of it is the glove?
Well, those gloves, they do have a little grip to them,
They
don't
get a
they?
little extra tackiness to them now, and I know the guys in the NFL, the competition committee, some other places, they're talking about examining those gloves to see if they're having too much of an effect on the game.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Back now in Indianapolis. It's the Colts, so they've got the football, but they've got work to do, trailing here as we begin the 4th quarter. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Here's Hines. And a pretty good run there as he gets 7 down to the 33.
And that was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on first down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
The Colts on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3.
Mike, I'm coming. I'm coming. 1 deep.
Throwing, Brissett. And that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And this one is right down Broadway. And that'll move them back within 6 now. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3 and out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. The field goal we just saw has us now at a 1-score game, and on this side of the football, things are getting pretty tenuous, a little stressful.
Blood pressure up a little bit, you think?
I think up a lot of it.
Could you imagine taking the pulse right now? It might be like a jackhammer out there on that side of the ball, but here's what the deal is. I think what we've observed is a team that's been playing not to lose as opposed to playing to win. And they've got to get back to that, and that means opening things up again, being a little more free in what they're trying to get done on offense.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Howard. Give them 4 on the carry there, but that only takes them back to where they started. 3rd and 10.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The Packers on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Running with Howard. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. The 20. Touchdown, Packers. A great play there. 79 yards. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. So what was already a game to remember becomes even more so as that touchdown run, a lengthy one, takes him over 200 yards now for the game.
And I love the fact that to get over 200, it took a pretty good sprint, didn't it? I mean, a lot of times you get 1 or 2 yards and oh, he's over 200 yards. But that really put an exclamation point on the game he's having. Fantastic. A lot of fun to watch.
Point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see.
Go, go, go. Mike 42. Mike 42. Check, check. Mike 42. 65.
A second down throw for Brissett. Funches has it complete. 12 yards there and a first down. But correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Brissett sets to throw it. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off right around the 43. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. Extra point attempt to follow here. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And they gave up the pick 6. And now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up. But you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
On 1st and 10, Brissett. He'll find Hines out of the backfield. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Brissett now. That one into the hands of Kane. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. That's good for 28 yards.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their...
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Deon Kane, his first touchdown on the year. And the Colts are able to draw a bit closer. Bryant's extra point up and good. And that cuts this lead down to 13. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. Now a run on first down is not going to get off the ground as they will get him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they got it going today.
The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Rodgers now to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. It's taken to the 26. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And the catch made by Hilton. Now the Colts will use their third and final timeout as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play.
Mike 52, Mike 52. Let's go, D. Let's go.
Brissett on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation. And there, the defense won the battle. And once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. They go play action with Brissett. Complete to Hilton. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And the Packers pick it up. And now nothing but green ahead of him. He's at the 30. 10. And that should just about do it. They return it to the end zone, sealing it with a defensive touchdown.
Good job, baby.
The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that. And that's what they've done all game long.
Now the extra point. And now it's blocked. Picked up by the offense. This is a live ball.
No, possession's on. Possession's on.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. That'll be taken in the end zone.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once we were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Green Bay, they remain one of the hottest teams out there as the win moves them to 6-1. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Indianapolis, the loss here will move them back to 500 at 3-3. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well.